Hey, this is Andrew Bishko, and from Napasha Music. I've had a special request for the piano part from Long Distance Love by Little Feat, played by Lowell George. This is an approximation. There's a lot of interplay in the recording with the electric piano, the bass, and the guitar. They almost play together as one instrument. In this first tutorial, I brought out the introduction. Some part is the keyboard part, some parts are the piano, the keyboard, some parts are the guitar parts, and some parts are the bass. I kind of mushed it all together. Anyway, this intro goes like this. First I'll play it and then I'll break it way down. Okay, starting over here. Mistake in there, but you get the general idea. Now, one thing before we break it down, there's a technique that I think he's using that I find works really well with this style, and this is actually the technique that was developed by Floyd Kramer, the great country pianist, called a fretted piano, and it's kind of like a hammer-on or a hammer-off on the guitar. So here, for example, you come in with all these notes, and then like where I'm holding my pinky down, and there's an example here using fingers 2 and 5, and here it is using fingers 1 and 4. Kind of imitates not only some guitar-ish type things, but also fiddle things where you have a lot of fourths and things like that. Okay, so breaking it all down. Starting like this, bring everything in, and then here. Here at the same time the bass is walking up. So it's like this. Okay? So some of these little slides are quick, like, and some are slow. The bass comes down after that and does this, and then the guitar comes in up here on the G and the B, and then here walking up with the left hand. I'll do that again. And then the electric piano comes in right after that, and that's a really cool part here. It comes in. Here's the piano. So I do that. Then, now, he really wails on that thumb, and that brings out this sort of wah sound on the electric piano. You can't really hear it on this piano as well, but so here it's, one thing I found really helps is to move my pointer finger over to the E there. So I can wail on the D with my thumb. and then going down, jumping down to here. And then hitting all those notes together and holding them. Now we'll see how that works together with the bass. I'm going to start from the guitar part. Actually, it doesn't do that. It just goes there, down there. I'll do that again. So we have A in the bass, walks up to B, and then the guitar comes in again, and here's the piano. Okay, so here, you're holding this chord here, walking up to the B, and then there's this and then here we move up and we do another fretted thing with the right hand. So I do like this. So I'm coming down with 1, 2, and 4, and then lifting up the thumb. And then rolling up the thirds to that, 3 and 5 on C and E. Okay? And this works out interestingly with the bass here because the bass is coming in together with this. And it hits the C, and then immediately, and again here we want to move, instead of our thumb was on A, we want to move our second finger to A. That makes it easier. So, like this. Then here. And then we're going to do our hammer on. And then go like this. So I'm doing the same hammer on, the same fretted thing here. Hammer off, I guess you'd call it. Same thing, fingers 1, 2, and 4. It was like this. Same thing that I did up there. And I'm going thumb on D, G. So here we're going to go, up here on A. Then 2, 1, 2, 1, then. And then I'm going to do the 2 and 5 trick. And that's a slow one. Okay, now it's tricky together with the bass, but it sounds so nice. Here we go. So you see how the bass kind of comes together with it, slips in between. So it's, here's that leading into it. Sorry. Okay, so on just the end of this, when you do that, you're going to hit the F sharp with the left hand. So here, let's try that again, this whole little passage. Now, leading into that, I'm going to go back to that little guitar lick where it went. where it goes like this. So I'm going to do a whole C major triad, and I'm going to come down to the ninth there with a D, and lift off that, and then just repeat this. Luckily there's no bass squirming in there, so it's just... Okay, I hope you enjoyed this. This is really some challenging but some beautiful music, and I'm really enjoyed putting it together. I'll be putting together part 2, which is going to give you some techniques and ideas for jamming along with a verse. I'm not going to do the verse so literally, but give you some ways to work with the chord changes in this particular style. Thank you very much.